Hello everyone. Hi Jalen. I see that you are here early. Jalen, have you eaten dinner? Oh. All right, good, Jalen. I'm still a bit hungry. Maybe I'll eat something later. Jalen, how's the paper? Are the questions easy or very difficult? Easy, huh? What about the rest? Is the paper easy or difficult? I think this paper is a little bit difficult. Let me draw the devil. Hi, Kieran. Welcome, welcome. 'We'll start in about 2 minutes, yeah? 1 minute now. Hope to see more of you joining. Right, it's almost time. 10. From 2, then you plus 2, become 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the missing number should be an 8. So which card here has 8? It is C. Okay, so this is a kind of pattern question where you need to find out between each card is increased by how many. Alright, I'm sure many of you will find it easy. Okay, next question is the slightly difficult one. So what shape can you cut out from the folded paper like this? So I'm not sure if you guys have played with paper like this before, but when I was young, my teachers asked me to cut snowflakes from papers. So this is an example of how you can cut out certain shapes by folding. So let's see. If I cut out the shape like this, right? The paper is folded into half. How would it look like after it's unfolded? Okay, remember, this is just half the paper. All right, so you can think of it. If you open it, right, what will happen? How would the hole over here look like? Okay, I'll give you about 10 seconds to think about it. Okay, now let's open the paper. It becomes like this. So you see, this part here, right? Let's draw this, let's trace this out. This part here is shown over here. Now the other half is hidden on the other side of the paper, right? But take note, this is entirely a mirror image. So if you look in the mirror image, if you look into the mirror, you have the exact copy, right? So this is a mirror image, right? The other side, the pattern is the same, right? Let's draw this. It's over here, right? So what we need to do is we need to look at how it's cut out here. So we see that's a sharp corner. This is a square, and a rectangle, and then a square. And that's when we need to compare our options here, right? Which is the squarish one. So we see that the corners are slightly different in part A. It goes down over here. And for C, it becomes a sharp corner. But in B, it's a squarish one, like this. So our answer can only be B. Okay, so take note. For those of you who didn't get it, you just need to look at the pattern. You just need to look at how it's cut out on one side over here. Okay, and then you compare in the other options. Okay, Jalen got it, Kieran got it. Very good job. Now, the raccoon question. Some of you guys take very long to do this question because the raccoon has very small feet and hands. Okay, so there are 3 different raccoons here. Right, this is the correct raccoon. We need to compare between the other 3 raccoons. So when comparing images, when comparing pictures, you need to look at every of their special parts. Right? For example, you can look at their ears. Right? The ears are round and black. Right? Are all the ears the same? You can take a look. Right? If they're all the same, then we can look at other parts here. So we have the eyes. You can look at the eyes. They are the same. They're sleeping. And then you can also look at the tail. The tail is like a tiger. Right? It's orange and it's black. And there are stripes on it. And if you look very, very closely, you'll see a difference here. See? Look at the back leg. Then you see, oh, what's this? Only this raccoon have toes, right? Those are toes, right? Those are not just stars, they are toes. So to do this question, on your paper, go and circle their special parts. And you can compare one by one. All right, and you will find a little difference over here, right? That is different from the rest. So the answer is C. All right, now this is quite a hard question. Now, let's move on to question 4. Okay, so Jack here needs some help answering the questions. And the question is, how many cubes are there? How many cubes did he build? All right, so I'm sure many of you have played Legos. I really like Legos. And Jack stacked up a few cubes together. Okay, so ask yourselves, are there any hidden cubes? Or how many cubes can you see now? All right, I can see there are there are 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. So is our answer A? Is it just A here? It's not, right? Because if you look at the cube over here, right? Can it just be floating? No, it has to be on top of something, right? Imagine it has nothing below. It would have dropped. So actually, there is one hidden cube at the back over there. Right, so Jalen got it. So it's actually 4 plus 1 because there's one hidden cube at the back. Right, to make this cube at the top stand very, very tall. Right, the rest are very, very low. Okay, so you can see 4 cubes and there's one hidden cube. All right, so the answer should be what? The answer should be B. Why? Because 4 plus 1 equals to 5. Right, this one is can see. This one is cannot see. All right, did everyone get that? I think this is a manageable question. Right, remember, there can be hidden cubes, right? If you see a solid structure like this. All right, now let's move on to the next question. We need to observe and find out how many bits should be in the question mark here. So this is yet another pattern question. So we see that each of these bits, right, have different numbers as it goes on. So here we have 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, something. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So what's the pattern here? What have we been saying? We've been saying 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. I've seen a lot of 3, 2, 1s. So let's circle the pattern. I have one pattern here, one pattern here. I also have one pattern here. So what about this one? What number should be here? What is this? This should be a 1, right? Let's draw it for green. This should be a 1. So our answer can only be C. Right? Patterns are repeating. Right? If you catch yourself saying the same things over and over again, likely is that it is a pattern. 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1. Ah, this must be a 1. I hope everyone got that. Now, the next question. All right, this is a riddle question. What do you call a fish without an eye? All right, 30 seconds to think about it. What do you call a fish without an eye? You guys like fishes? I like fishes with lemon at the side. Okay, now time to review the answer. The answer is a fish. Get it? Because let me write it out in case you didn't get it. How do you spell fish? F-I-S-H. Without an eye, you erase the I in the middle. So it's just fish. Get it? Okay, now you can tell your parents that, all right? It's a very lame joke. So what do you call a fish without an eye? It is a fish. Okay, now that's all. Let's return to the questions. All right, now this is a long one. Everyone focus. There are a total of 20 books currently in the school library. Right, class 1 came and borrowed a total of 8 books. Class 2 arrived later and returned a total of 3 books. How many books are there in the library now? So in this question, it's important to know the verbs. Okay, so there are 20 books currently. And class 1 came and borrowed a total of how many books? 8 books. And later, class 2 returned a total of 3 books. Alright, so we're finding what? The number of books. How many books? Alright, so we need to form an equation. We need to write workings. Right, at the start, there is 20. So let's write down 20. And what happened? Class 1, what did class 1 do? Class 1 borrowed a total of 8 books. So if they borrowed, does the books in the school library have more or less books now? Okay, everyone think about it. 10 seconds. If you borrow books from the library, does the library have more or less books? All right, so the library will have less books, right? Because class 1 took 8 books away. So the first step should be a minus 8. Now what's 20 minus 8? 20 minus 8 is 12. Alright, so this is the first step, class 1. After class 1 came, there are 12 books left. What happened after that? Class 2 arrived later and returned a total of 3 books. So if class 2 returned 3 books to the library, does the library have more or less books? They will have more books, right? Because you give the 3 books back. So if it should be more, should you put plus or minus? You should put a plus, because there should be more books now. 12 plus 3 equals what? 15. Okay, so what's the answer? The answer is 15. Let's write down here. 15. All right, hope everyone got that. If you borrow a book, the library will have less books. That's why I use minus. If you return the books to the library will have more books now. All right, so make sure you know when to use plus and when to use minus. All right, so the answer is 15, and let's move on. For question 7, Lily is back from a vacation. Can you guess which vehicle she took according to what she said? So on top, we see that there are a lot of vehicles here. There are planes, there's a boat, and there are trains. And Lily said a few words. All right, so let's see what did she say. All right, so Lily said the vehicle that she took cannot fly. All right, so we need to guess what does she mean by that. The vehicle that she took cannot fly. So can it be a plane? All right, it cannot, right? Because the vehicle he took cannot fly. It is either a boat or a train. It cannot be planes. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel the vehicles that cannot fly. That can fly, sorry. All right, you need to cancel the impossible choices. Impossible means they cannot be the answer. So it cannot be planes. All right, so we are done with the first part here. Now, what's the second sentence? The vehicle I took is blue. So what should you take out? Should you cancel the ones that are blue or the ones that are not blue? All right, you should cancel the ones that are not blue because she took a blue vehicle. All right, so you should cancel the ones that are not blue over here. And then we're done with this. And lastly, the vehicle that she took is long. All right, so can you guess which of these vehicles are long? Is it the boat? Is it the train? All right, it must be the train, right? So this must be the answer here. The answer is a train. All right, so how do we do this question? We need to cancel the impossible choices. Impossible meaning what? Right? It cannot be the answer. So if you see that Lily said the vehicle he took cannot fly, means we need to cancel the ones that can fly. All right, and slowly you do one by one, top to bottom, sentence by sentence. Then you realize that it is the train. All right, good job, Jalen. All right, now let's move on to question 8. Now, Lily, again, is attending a dance party. She needs a hat and a dress. How many different ways can she dress up? All right, so let's see here. How many hats does she have in the closet? She has 2, right? 2 hats and 2 dresses. Okay, and what are the different ways can she dress up? So let's see. She can either have let's choose one combination, right? Let's choose a blue hat. I like blue hats. Okay, And which dress can we choose? Let's choose the yellow one. Let's do a yellow dress. Hope you can see. Right, there's a blue hat and a yellow dress here. Now this is one choice. What other choice can she make? If you switch out the hat, would it become another choice? Let's see. Maybe let's use a different color for the dress. This one. Okay, let's use a yellow hat and a yellow dress. All right, now this is another option here. So we have used the dress 2 times already, each with a different hat. So is there any more hats we can switch out? For the yellow dress, is there a blue hat? We used already, right? And there's a yellow hat. Is there a red hat? No. All right, so we can change the dress. We can change to a pink dress here. Right? We have a dress, pink dress. Now, which hat can a pink dress pair with? Right? Again, there are only 2 different hats. So we can draw the blue one and then the yellow one. All right. Let me finish drawing the dress. Okay, so you see how many combinations are there? There is one here. There's another one here. There's this and this. There's a total of 4 different combinations. Now, during the exam, are you going to spend so much time drawing all the hats and the dresses? No, right? So let's use a better way to finish this question. All right, so if you look at the image here, let's look at a cardboard. Let's choose one combination by drawing a circle. How can we do it? We can just circle the first option like this. Right, that's one way you can do it. Now, what's the other way? You can use the yellow hat with the pink dress. Is this the only way? No, you can also do the blue hat with the pink dress. And then the yellow hat with the yellow dress. Okay, now when you are drawing this, it's important that you count together. So firstly, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's nothing more, right? So what's our answer here? Our answer is 4. Okay, Jalen, good job. Wow, Jalen knows multiplication. Yeah, but the answer is 4. You can just circle all the options together. All right, did everyone get that? Please don't draw all the dresses during the exam, okay? It's gonna take you like 1 hour to do it, and then the paper will be over. That's so sad. Yep, go and use your pencil to circle the options, the different ways you can dress up. All right, now let's take a look at the next question here. Well, another riddle. This is a math riddle here. What did the 0 say to 8? All right, let's look at this image here. All right, the 0, look at 8. What's the difference? All right, give you 10 seconds to take a look. What did 0 say to 8? All right, so let's see. He says, nice belt. Where's the belt? What does it mean? You see 8. What's this? There's a belt here, right? It looks like 0 wearing a belt. See, 0 has a very big stomach. Then the 8 is the 0 wears a belt. It becomes like 8. It's become skinny at the waist, like that. Oh. Okay, so I see Yinghui has 2 circles. All right, let's repeat again. So for the previous question, right, I think you have circled these 2 ones. Right, but can you also pair the blue hat with the pink dress? Right, we can do that also, right? So we can do a diagonal circle. We draw sideways like this. This is 2 circles. Okay, 1 more here. Right, that's how you get 4 circles. Okay, you don't need to draw a very straight one. Right. So let's move on to question 9. We're running out of time. How many biscuits did each of them eat? Write the numbers below, right? Below each of the characters here. Oh, my bad, Ingui. I thought you didn't know how to do the previous question. Right, it's all right. Now let's do question 9. Okay, so all of them said something, right? Amos said, I ate 8 more biscuits than Jack. And Jack says, I am Jack, and I ate 5 biscuits. And Lily said she ate 4 biscuits, less than Amos. All right, so let's write down the numbers that we know. We know that Jack has 5 biscuits here, like 5. All right, so what's next? Let's look at Amos and Lily separately. Amos ate 8 biscuits more than Jack. So what is 8 more than 5? We can use math, use addition. 8 plus 5 equals to what? Equals to 13. So Amos had 13 biscuits. Now what about Lily? Lily has 4 biscuits less than Amos. So our workings is plus or minus. 13 plus or minus. It's a minus. That's because that's less. 13 minus 4 equals to, alright, think about it, it is 9. Alright, so Lily should have 9 biscuits. Alright, in this question, you need to read each of the bubbles carefully. Alright, take a look either it's more, but it's less. Alright, if it's more, you can put plus. Right? Because Amos has more than Jack. And if Lily is less than Amos, you should do a minus. Alright, is everyone okay? Yes, that's right, Inghui. Amos is 13, Lily is 9. It's a very good job. Now, question 10. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know how to do this puzzle. But let's see here. We need to connect the same creatures together. Alright, so we have the yellow fish here is connected to each other already. Now, which do we connect? Let's look from the top. We have a wheel at the left side here. Let's connect to the other wheel. Where's the other wheel? It's below, right? So we need to go down and to the right. So this is how you connect the two creatures together. Now let's do the rest quickly. We have a crab that goes down to the other crab. And the fishy, the purple one, goes down as well. And lastly, the squid, let's go for the side here. So remember, the lines cannot cross the other lines. Alright, so this is how you can solve this puzzle here. If you like this puzzle, I can send your daddy and mommy more of this. Alright, but I think this is quite a fun challenge for you guys. Let's move on to question 11. Alright, so this is a spot a difference question. Compare the 2 pictures below. Can you circle the differences on the picture that is on the right? Alright, so we need to compare the 2 images. So let's see. Where are the differences? So when comparing images, we need to look from top down, top to bottom, left to right. Okay, so we see the top part here. There's a line and then flags, right? So we see red, yellow, blue, pink. Red, yellow, blue, green. All right, so this is our first difference here. All right, now let's look at down. Look down. You see Lily has a hairband over here. That is the star. And then on the other side, it is what? It's the moon. All right, and what's next? And on Lily's shoes, it is pink here, but it is yellow here. And lastly, for the monkey, where's the difference? It is the handbag over here. Look, it's a car. And it is a plane over here. So this is a different one. And you can check whether there are any more answers. So let's look at the bottom. Is there any more? Is the shoe different? All right, don't stop until you manage to see all the details here. And once you check that they're all the same, right, then you are done with this question. So how many differences are there? There are 4. Okay, very good job. Now, be careful, all right? In the exam, only you can check the work, right? Don't make any silly mistakes, right? the last question here. All right, so this is another maze. We need to follow the instruction at the top. So let's see, what does the top say? There's a smiley face, a happy face, and then what? A shock face. And then a happy face, and then a shock face. All right, what does this mean? This means we need to follow the path using these instructions here. We need to first go to a smiley face, and then we go to a shock face. All right, so let's see. When we enter the maze here, we start over here, right? We are at the happy face at the start. So based on the instruction, what's next? We need to do a shock face, right? So where's the shock face? Is it to the right or towards down? It is downwards, right? Because the right is the angry face. We don't have angry face here. It's not in the instructions. And then where else do we go? We go downwards or to the right. So there are two options here, right? Let's try going to the right side over here, because after shock face, it is still a happy face. And you see, what's after happy face? It is another shock face. Now you can look up, look right, look down. Are they shock faces? No. Right? So we cannot go here. Instead, where should we go? We should go to the bottom. Right? We can try. Even if you get wrong, it's okay. We need to go back one step and try again. And then we reach a happy face. Where else do we go? We go down to a shock face. And then where else can we go? We can only go to the right. A happy face. So you see the pattern is happy, shock. Happy, shock. Right? And what's next? Here's a shock again. And there's another happy here. Let's try going upwards. If you go upwards, is there any shock face around it? The left? No. Up? No. Right? No. So it must be where? It must be to the right. Very good job. And then we managed to clear the maze. So what do? We need to follow the instructions. Remember to read the instructions carefully before you start doing the question. It follows a pattern. It must be happy, shock. Happy, shock. And then when you try out the steps, if you do something wrong, it's okay, because you can try again. Okay? This is supposed to be a fun challenge, right? Don't be so stressed. You need to check yourself. All right. Now, it was the last question, but I have a different challenge for all of you today. So remember this question here? We need to try to cut out the different shapes yourself. So in the question, what do you cut out? You cut out the plus shape, right? Over here. Now I have a challenge for you. You're going to do it yourself. You're going to do it yourself. So this is a challenge for all of you. After this, you can ask your parents for permission first, right? Before you can start doing this. For the parents watching, right, this is a chance for your child to try cutting out the paper to create many shapes. All right, so let's see. What do we need? We need paper, obviously. Paper that you don't want, okay? Don't go and cut important paper. And then we need scissors to cut things. And lastly, you need your parents to supervise you. You need your parents to see, right? You cannot use the scissors yourself. Your parents must help you with that. All right, and what is the challenge here? The challenge is cut out these shapes. So we have level 1, the heart here. And level 2, what's this? This is called a pentagon. It is 5 sides. And lastly, level 3, the hardest one, is a star. Okay, so how do we cut it? Remember, in this question here, we need to make sure, right, we can fold it into half. And then, how do we cut it? We only cut half of the shape here. Like this. Right? To get the plus shape. Because if you unfold it, the other half will appear on the other side. So how do we do the first one here? What's the first one? The heart. Do we cut out the whole thing? Or we just cut half of it? We should be cutting just half of it, right? We should cut out this side on the paper. Okay, so that's a hint for level 1. You can try out level 1, 2, 3 yourself. Okay? And you can take a photo and you send to me. All right. Good luck to all of you. Now that's it for today. You can watch this replay if you just came in. All right. Now see you guys. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to me. It's 7 o'clock. Go and have your dinner. Take a break. Go and sleep. Maybe. Is it too early to sleep? Bye-bye. Remember to ask your parents for permission, okay? Before doing anything. Say bye-bye to me in the chat. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Tuan Ning.